fucking trusted you, Santa.
That was your mistake.
I trusted Ace, too.
You shouldn't trust people.
I trusted Seven. Seven hasn't really given me too much reason. I trusted Lotus. She only sold us out like once. It's fine.
Just like once.
Yeah. Yento, don't even think about leaving, Yento. I need you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You big yawn. Oh, anyhow.
He hears things
Dango
in the
Duo.
kitchen.
999. I forgot to turn on the timer.
It's
on
fine.
the previous episode, we learned the principle of never trusting anyone ever.
Yeah.
You should never trust anyone ever.
Yeah.
And we're in. He had June.
He had the gun.
See? I fucking told you. His lips curled into a cruel, mocking smile. I love her little stupid side ponytail.
Yeah.
A shudder traveled the length of Junpei's pants. His chest froze, and he could feel his breath go stale in his lungs. Nothing made sense. Junpei felt as though his head was about to explode.
I think "were" is okay as well.
Why? It's singular.
It's past tense. His head were about to
As though his
explode.
head was about to explode.
I think.
What's the difference?
I think that you couldn't use either. It might be a British English kind of thing.
Okay,
But
that's
I
fair.
think "were" is okay as well.
Santa's sudden change in attitude. Is it the idea that a head is made of multiple parts, I guess?
Maybe.
That's dumb. Like, English is dumb. English has this fascination with whether you're inside of something or on something.
Yeah.
Is it in the bench or on the bench? Where are you? Are you sitting on the bench or in the bench?
I hope you're not sitting in the bench, because that's like you're sitting in
I
the wood.
I remember you arguing with me like 2 years ago about how sitting on like a park bench is sitting in the bench because it's a container. I remember you very like passionately arguing against sitting on the bench.
That's dumb past me.
Like a bench with a back thingy.
That's dumb past me.
What about like an armchair? Is that on the armchair or in the armchair?
That
See? Because it's a container.
that I
at that
could
point.
see both.
Yeah. English is dumb.
English is dumb.
Anyhow.
Well, if you're sitting on the kitchen counter or in the kitchen counter.
See, that's why I love Spanish, because in Spanish it's just the same fucking word. En. If you have to specify, you would say sobre, but then even then it's like, you're,
that's
why are you
like on
specifying?
top of,
Yeah. Nothing made sense. Santa's sudden change in attitude, saying that he needed 2 more. The gun in his right hand, a revolver. A bitch-ass golden revolver.
Yep.
Santa had to grab June from behind and press what Junpei's shaken brain identified as a revolver roughly against her temple. What was he doing with the gun? Where on earth had Santa possibly found the gun?
From the other.
Junpei's questions roared in his mind, but his mouth refused to ask them. Seven spoke, almost as though he had sensed Junpei's confusion.
The gun from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was going to do this. I should have fucking taken the gun.
Huh. Well, it's too fucking late now, fat ass.
That's mean. God damn it.
A mixture of fury and frustration twisted Seven's face, and he glared at Santa. Santa, for his part, didn't so much as flinch. The corner of his lip twitched into a slightly wider smile. Then the smile faded, and he began to move.
It's also why they ship them, isn't it?
He walked backwards, dragging June with him.
This is also why they ship them.
Before long, his back was resting against the door.
I hate the internet.
I'm not laughing for any particular reasons, everybody. On the wall next to him was the red. He put his hand on the scanner panel quickly and then forced June to do the same. I feel like we're... Oh, the background changed.
Yeah, because he's at the door.
Now!
In his mouth.
Time for you to fucking start following my orders, especially you, fat ass! Ace, Lotus, congratulations! I have chosen you to come with me. Put your hands on the red now.
Thank you for the math.
Yeah. That was what... I fucking love that they do this, because...
Yeah.
That was what Santa had meant when he said he needed 2 more. Hey, are you fucking deaf? I gave you an order! Santa's eyes narrowed to slits. He glared at Ace and Lotus. They stayed frozen, like deer caught in the headlights of an oncoming car. Right. Fine! I don't want to waste any bullets, but if you guys just don't fucking get it... No sooner were the words out of Santa's mouth than his hand twitched. And the gun roared. A section of the floor exploded, scattering wooden splinters across the floor.
Oh, my heart.
A thin plume of smoke I was looking at your expression and your eyes were like shaking. A thin plume of smoke snaked out of the hole in the floor. There could be no doubt that the gun was real, and it fucking worked.
But why? Santa, why are you...
Clover's voice spoke of betrayal and disbelief.
Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf fort and the four-leaf clover.
Santa's cheeks twitched, almost imperceptibly. What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up already, you stupid bitch.
Why does everyone call Clover the bitch? That's not very nice.
You want me to put a fucking bullet in your fucking little red head?
No.
Flecks of spit flew from Santa's mouth, his face twisted with rage. Clover recoiled, her eyes wide. When she spoke, her voice was very small.
Santa?
He snorted, then shook his head vigorously and turned to face Ace and Lotus. Alright, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those fucking bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile already? Wow. Ace and Lotus still didn't move. It almost seemed as if they couldn't move. June's face was pale behind Santa's arm. Her eyes were wild and her chest heaved with every quick breath, like an animal cornered by a predator. Junpei's mind worked furiously. What were they going to do? Then he realized something. There was nothing they needed to do. There was nothing to debate.
He's got the gun.
June's safety was the first priority. That much was obvious. Doing as Santa had commanded meant that she would be safe from at least 2 threats. She wouldn't be shot, and she would leave the ship alive, along with Santa, Ace, and Lotus. There was only one thing for Junpei to do. He turned to Ace and Lotus. Please, onegaishimasu. Go. Huh?
But... Junpei! What are you saying? If you stay here, you're gonna be stuck, Junpei! And so will Clover and 7!
I know. But you don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, 7?
Yeah, Toots, right. You just leave it to us, okay? It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but... Don't worry about me either! There's still something I have to take care of. But... No! You can't! Ace! Lotus! Don't do it! Don't worry about me! Please!
June was almost crying. Junpei walked around behind Ace and Lotus. Without a word, he laid a hand on each of their backs and gently pushed them forward.
Like that Love Live moment.
They almost stumbled, then righted themselves and took another step.
In episode 4, when it was actually Rin and Maki pushing Hanayo.
Yeah, that's right.
Other way.
And another. Doesn't that happen in Sunshine? Doesn't that same scene happen? Someone pushing someone?
No, it happens later in season 2 of Love Live when Rin and Hanayo push, Hanayo and Maki push Rin in Love Wing Bell.
Yeah.
Might happen in Sunshine.
Maybe.
It's been a long time since
They turned around and Junpei nodded. Ace and Lotus turned around again and walked slowly towards the door where Santa was waiting for them.
God.
After what seemed like an eternity, they stopped in front of the door marked 9.
9.
Santa smiled. Oh, fucking right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. One by one, let's go.
Game show.
What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the fucking bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again. He shoved the revolver harder against June's head, and she winced.
Ow.
It's probably really hot, by the way.
Oh, because he fired it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fine. Ace sighed, defeated, and placed his hand on the scanner panel.
Burp, burp.
Lotus went next. Lotus glared at Santa and slammed her hand onto the scanner panel.
Punches it.
Hoping to break it. The 4th asterisk blinked on. Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever, if you may, please. Soon as the door opens, you can get your fat ass in there, too. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens. right?
Bang, bang. He shot me down.
Junpei could almost hear Lotus's teeth grind.
Oh, lordy lord.
What? This is totally fine. Everything's going according to Keikaku.
Yeah, Snake's in the coffin hearing this all and was like,
yeah.
maybe I should knock. Maybe I shouldn't.
The door slid open. Door number 9 opened at last. It opened with a low, powerful rumble, a drum roll to welcome the chosen few. All right, go! Lotus and Ace walked through the door, their eyes furious but defeated. Santa waited until they were all the way inside, then hauled himself and June across the threshold as well. 6, 7, 8, 9. Later! Smell you later!
They played it in reverse.
What?
They played it in reverse, the closing. The opening.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's how you save the budget.
Yep.
After exactly 9 seconds, the door swung shut. The gust of air it created caused the candles on the altar to flicker and die.
Just like our hope.
The room fell silent. Junpei, Clover, and Seven had been left behind. Just to be clear, had you not done the coughing ending first...
We would end here?
This is where it ends.
Yeah, because we don't know.
Maybe not this line, I don't know exactly what line it is, but it's literally like, you cannot...
You're stuck.
You're fucking stuck.
Yeah, you died.
Yeah. Really, it really does help knowing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, the best shit in the story is about to start right now.
Oh, shit. Some of my favorite characters here.
Clover looked down at her hand and traced with her finger the faint blue veins that crisscrossed them.
This is more interesting than your problems.
Seven shoved his arms into the front of his overalls and scratched his stomach. No one spoke. Silence made the air feel thick and oppressive. Desperate for something, anything to occupy his mind, Junpei walked to the larger of the 2 9 doors.
The one they just went through?
He stood in front of it and looked at the red. It read engaged. He moved the smaller door.
Vacant.
The red vacant.
Whoa, try saying that 5 times.
The digital root of the remaining people was 7. Blah, 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 blah,
Thank you,
blah,
math.
blah. There was no possible way for them to open a door with a 9 on it. Junpei touched the surface of the door. He thought about June, about Akane Kurashiki. Was she safe? That was all that mattered to him. If she was alive, if she had escaped this horrible boat, that was what Junpei prayed for. That's a very important thing to remember. 7 came up next to him. He pulled off his hat, scratched his head. Oh, yeah. And sighed.
So, what do you want to do now, Junpei? You want to have one last fuck before we die? We got 60 minutes. We can get a good session in.
At least a good one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? What do I do? What do I want to do? What can we do? 7 opened his mouth to respond when.
Oh, would it end with just the coffin?
I think it would probably end with the coffin.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. And of course, and if you haven't done the coffin, the save ending, the implication is that all Alice is in that coffin.
That's true.
All Alice, all eyes.
Yep.
A noise echoed through the room. Someone was pounding on something vigorously. Wow, they already started without you.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't mechanical. It was certainly human.
Oh, shit.
Junpei and 7 looked at one another.
I'm so shocked I put my hat back on. What the hell is that? Shh. Quiet.
Clover motioned to 7 to be quiet.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
She put one finger onto their lips and closed her eyes in concentration.
You should take off your earmuffs too, honey. The bullet.
The 3 of them listened, trying to determine where the sound was coming from. Where was it coming from? Yeah, I think it would and it doesn't give you bad, and it gives you to be continued.
Yeah.
Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin. You're right.
Let's open it.
But how? What are those muscles for? For show?
Muscles.
You're telling me to force it open, yes? Just shut up and try.
Just shut up and try.
Oh, whatever. Me too.
Junpei and 7 grab hold of the coffin. Okay, now let's reshoot this entire LP, but instead you do Junpei's voice as Clover's voice. They try to get a good grip with what...
June, I sure love you.
Well, it doesn't usually go inside the man.
I mean, it always does. It's a psychological effect.
Oof.
They're both Clover.
Had he misunderstood life so greatly. They tried to get a good grip. I love that you didn't get that on the first, route. on what little perches they could find and pulled with all their strength.
Oh my god, though.
Damn it!
Man, it won't even budge. What the fuck? What's this made out of? Wood?
There was some sort of keypad attached to the coffin. Its purpose would not have been difficult to determine. Their eyes were almost immediately drawn to it.
Not another fucking puzzle.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so.
We're trying in here! God damn it! Stop it!
The noise wasn't stopping. In fact, it was getting louder.
You're ruining our concentration!
They had no idea who was in the coffin, but they wanted out, and they wanted out now.
That's terrifying if you don't know.
They had no idea what they were supposed to do. Without a passcode, it didn't seem like there was a lot they could do. They couldn't even tell how many numbers the passcode needed to be. I think it's like around this point, like the...
Yeah, I would stop. Isn't there a hint somewhere? Well, let's go look for one.
Unfortunately, there didn't seem to be anything near the coffin. Clover ran to examine the pews, and Seven investigated the desk, but they turned up nothing.
We're trying in here!
The sound still wouldn't stop. It wasn't a noise that belonged in that room.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah. What was the passcode? What was Junpei supposed to do? How was he supposed to figure it out? I think it's like right around here. He needed something.
Yeah. This is the cinematic where it would stop.
Totally.
Yeah. To be continued.
The world blinked. Suddenly, there was a voice inside of Junpei's head. We are now officially in the true ending, by the way. Could you read this? Read this voice. Just give me voice.
Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Ah, now truth is asleep in the darkness of the sinister hand.
What the hell was that? That voice? Junpei was utterly and completely baffled.
Huh? What are you talking about? What's up?
Seven and Clover ran over to him, but Junpei didn't know what to tell them. If he told them he had heard a voice, they would laugh, or worse, they would think he was going insane. So all he said was, nothing. He cleared his throat a little too loud, and looked pointedly down at his bracelet. There were a pair of small buttons protruding from either side of it. Junpei pressed the buttons on the bracelet.
Right, left, right, left, right, left.
Truth
had gone. Truth had gone. Truth had gone.
That was it. You don't need to remember this, thankfully.
Yeah.
8 numbers blinked on and then off on the bracelet display. Junpei checked one last time. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh? Hey, what the hell are those numbers? Oh my gosh, are those?
Junpei didn't answer. He simply walked straight to the coffin. He knelt down in front of the keypad, running over the numbers in his head so that he wouldn't forget. 1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. Blah, 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 blah. With trembly fingers, he punched them in. What's wrong, Kitty? Is there something on your mind?
That
was all of them.
Yeah.
He punched the E button. There was a moment of complete silence. Then there was the sound of the coffin lid unlatching. Someone sat up from it. Out of it.
Oh, dude.
Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you.
I had a nap.
A snake? Oh my.
That's me. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Junpei and
Wait, Junpei and Seven. Is that you as well? Is everyone else there as well? Just like Rip Van Winkle?
Sure.
Rip Van Winkle.
That's
Is that someone who rose from a grave? Just say just like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Still, was that his last name? Was Christ his last name?
I don't know. Probably not.
Right.
Jesus.
Of Jerusalem. That would be weird, because if you're like blank of the place you were born in, that would be like, hello there. Hey there, I'm of
This place.
No, what's that fucking fake ass name I came up with? Seabliss, California. Anyhow,
well, that's how it used to be. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, did I say your real name or did I say Kitty?
You said my real name.
Ah!
I mean, it's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Ah! Okay. Nothing happened. I said Kitty of Seabliss, Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I was just like, yeah.
You're such a shit.
I was thinking about how that's probably how it was before, like, family names were very important.
Yeah, and in some cultures it still is. Or in some cultures you just take your father's actual first name. That's how it is in Middle Eastern countries. Maybe also in India.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take your dad's first name. So you can literally be Kitty. What's a fake name for your dad?
Henry.
Henry. Yeah, that's a fake ass name. You'll be Kitty Henry. Yeah. Is it? Shut. No, it's Harry.
Close enough.
Oh, is it? I don't know. It was very much like Snake to simply cut to the heart of the matter and ask.
I guess that's what they meant.
Junpei and Seven shared a wry smile. Anyhow, that's a JoJo thing. Clover's eyes were filled with tears.
Yeah, you're back!
Are you gonna cry grossly? A cry of joy, she leapt into Snake's arms and into the coffin. Aww. Aww. Wow, someone put Vaseline on that camera
yeah,
lens.
smudged it a little.
Oh, gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Sleeping. You're back! You're back! You're back!
Clover looked like nothing so much as a lost child who had finally found her home. She cried and cried and cried. Her eyes were red and her nose was running. She hiccuped and gasped as if she were about to begin hyperventilating.
You're back! You're really here!
Her voice was happy, but almost desperate, as if she feared he would disappear again if she stopped talking to him. Tear after tremendous tear rolled its way down her face.
He flipped over.
Oh my god, Leandro. He's so lazy.
He's so cute.
Her small arms strained as she clutched Snake's body as tightly as she could. Perhaps she had to convince herself he was real. Perhaps she was worried he would be gone the moment she let go. Perhaps she simply didn't know what else to do.
That's fair. Oh, you're back! That's the mail. Mail comes earlier now.
Come on now. What's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave or something.
Says the guy who just came out of a coffin.
To him, it might have just been like a box, truth be told.
That's fair.
Unless
he doesn't see the dramatic irony of this. Not as though you did!
Literally or figuratively?
Both! I really thought you were dead.
I literally thought.
Yep.
Huh?
You freaking jerk! Idiot, baka!
Huh?
Okay.
Clover broke into sobs so great she could no longer talk. It was a touching reunion between brother and sister. Even though Junpei knew they had little time, and every minute they waited was a minute they wasted, it felt cruel to pull them apart. Junpei and Seven sat down on one of the pews, waiting for Clover to calm down before explaining to Snake what had transpired. Please tell me we're gonna summarize, because I wouldn't want to.
Oh, I see. Which is rather ironic because I cannot actually see. I believe I understand things rather well now. Thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead. Correct?
Still looks like a penis.
He had... This?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had quickly and neatly summarized the events of several hours.
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this very room. Do I have it on straight?
No.
No, it looks like a penis. Yeah. Seven had been rather surprised to learn of the dead body in the captain's quarters.
Right, we didn't tell him.
With everything that had taken place, Junpei had simply forgotten to mention it to him.
Well then, I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed, but it's still something of a mystery who did all this and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room, we don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
Time ourselves, but I just want to see if we get another really good line in a moment.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
The perverts. When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red. Where did they get you? Where did they get you? Do you remember? It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted.
Except without the... Oh, it was with the gas.
A can releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then, what that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you.
I
When
get
woke
confused
up-
because Snake and Seven have
Yeah.
the same first letter and
Yeah.
have multiple letters that are
Yeah,
the same.
they're one letter short.
They're 2 letters
Within
apart,
the same
yeah.
length.
When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Junpei crossed his arms and thought, why had Zero made Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How had the results of that trick benefited Zero? It was a mystery. Junpei couldn't make sense of it.
You're probably not going to tell me the answer, but I do want to ask just in case. Are we assuming that the events prior to this kind of ending true endy bit are still the same as before?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Like, that Ace teamed up with tricked the 9th man into dying, and then Ace went back, saw the man in Snake's clothes, couldn't recognize him because of the face recognition, and then killed that guy with 9's bracelet. Are we to assume that is still true in this ending?
Yes.
Okay.
That still happened.
Okay.
The exact same way that the person in the coffin has always been Snake.
Okay.
And and Snake was never dead.
Yes.
So the branching nature of all the different events, it doesn't really change things. Like this thing still happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Snake still has prosopagnosia.
Okay.
No.
Ace.
Ace still has prosopagnosia.
Mm-hmm. So
No, not to break your little heart, but
yeah.
Ace
So
still did all of those
murdered
things.
Mr. X and 9.
He still did that because he
Okay.
thought it was Snake.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering.
No. It's a fair point to ask, but I figure I would just break your heart right now. He still did those things.
Well, Snake's already broken my heart, so it's fine. I didn't like 7.
No,
as
you mean
much.
Santa.
Snake. Santa. Fuck.
There's a lot of 7s.
There's a lot of S's.
I mean, S's. Wow, there's a lot of 7s.
Yeah. I didn't like Santa as much as Ace, so.
He also didn't have a satisfactory explanation for how he had discerned the key code for the coffin. It just didn't make sense. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. What did that mean?
What did it all mean, I wonder?
Did it mean anything?
What did it all
And why
mean,
had
I
Junpei
wonder?
felt compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? Seven had asked him about it while they waited for Clover to finish crying. He had no answer for him then, and he still didn't. All he could say was that it seemed to have been a subconscious reaction. His fingers had simply moved of their own accord. It was their only explanation that made any sort of sense, and it made almost no sense. Junpei had no idea what any of it meant. His mind was a maelstrom of mysteries, clues, theories, and more mysteries. He could barely think. And of course, Santa, Snake, and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access the morphogenic field is affected by a couple of different morphogenetic fields even. Epiphany and then Danger and then some other stuff, and someone that actually did die and her name was definitely not, somebody that we know or something, I don't know.
There had been another experiment conducted on the same ship 9 years ago. A girl had died during it.
Oh, whoa.
Morphogenic field theory.
Morphogenetic. We did it again.
Morphogenetic. The 2 murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game. And whatever strange thing was happening to Junpei himself, we'll find out on the next episode.
I had actually forgotten the timer had gone off.
Yeah, I know.
My
Thank you for
brain's in
taking
another
along.
place.
Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with us. Are you having fun? We in there, boys. We in there. If you think the story is crazy now, you have no idea.
Oh, Lord. I have 2 theories already going.
Do you?
Yeah, we'll talk about them next time.
We'll talk about it next time. But for now, thank you for taking along, and we'll see you
next time. Lord.
Oh, poor kitty. She trusted Santa. What an idiot.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.